Have you ever looked at the sun and thought, hey, what if that just vanished for a second? No? Well, too bad, because at Absurd Labs we specialize in asking the exact questions no sane person ever should. So buckle up, apply sunscreen, just in case, and let's find out what would happen if the sun disappeared for exactly 1 second. Let's get one thing clear. We don't mean the sun turns off, dims slightly, or takes a quick nap behind a space cloud. We mean it's gone. Poof. Completely removed from existence for exactly 1.000 seconds, and then reappears like nothing happened. The ultimate cosmic peekaboo. At first, you might think, that's barely a blink, what's the big deal? Well, allow us to ruin your sense of security with physics. Let's start with light. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth, so if the sun vanished right now, we wouldn't know it for 500 seconds. That means for the first 8 minutes after the disappearance, everything would look completely normal. Birds chirping, traffic jams, stickmen grilling hot dogs in the backyard. But meanwhile, 150 million kilometers away, all hell has already broken loose and we just don't know it yet. Now let's talk about gravity. According to Einstein's general theory of relativity, gravitational changes also propagate at the speed of light, which means when the sun disappears, we don't feel the loss of its gravity until the same moment we stop seeing its light. So, for 8 minutes, Earth keeps happily orbiting, a point in space where the sun used to be. But then comes second 501, and boom, the light cuts out. Day turns to instant black. The sky doesn't fade to twilight, it just shuts off like someone flicked a cosmic switch. Streetlights come on. Confused owls wake up. Panic begins. At the exact same moment, Earth feels a sudden gravitational shrug. With no sun to hold us in place, our planet starts flying in a straight line, obeying Newton like a loyal pet rock. But remember, this chaos only lasts 1 second. After exactly 1.000 seconds, the sun reappears, light resumes its journey, and gravity slaps us back into orbit. The sun is like, sorry, I sneezed. So, does anything bad actually happen? Surprisingly, not immediately. Earth is moving fast in its orbit, about 30 kilometers per second. So during the 1 second of solar absence, we drifted about 30 kilometers in a straight line before gravity returned and said, "Whoa there, cowboy." That might sound small on a cosmic scale, but it's like throwing a bowling ball off course and expecting it to stay in the gutter forever. Earth's orbit would be slightly off from then on, not disastrously so, but enough to mess with astronomers, satellite paths, and anyone whose job depends on extremely accurate math, aka NASA, GPS, and your phone's clock. And remember, our orbit isn't a lazy circle, it's a precise elliptical dance. Messing with it by even a fraction could, over time, shift our distance from the sun enough to make seasons wobble. Winters could get colder, summers hotter, and climate models would collectively scream into the void. Somewhere, a climate scientist drops their coffee and doesn't know why. But that's just Earth. What about the rest of the solar system? Every planet, asteroid, and moon experiences this cosmic hiccup. The sun vanishes, and all gravitational lines go limp for a second. Jupiter drifts, Mars swerves slightly, Mercury gets nervous. Even the Oort cloud, a ghostly halo of icy rocks billions of kilometers away, feels it, if only slightly. It's like yanking the center pole out of a mobile and hoping it still spins the same. Closer to home, the moon is also affected. Normally, it orbits Earth thanks to gravity, but technically, it's also under the sun's gravitational influence. With the sun gone for a second, the moon's path tweaks ever so slightly, which could, in a few million years, result in something awkward like a lunar slap to the face. But let's not worry about that just yet. Now, what if you were floating in space during this solar hiccup? Well, first, bad timing. Second, you'd instantly notice the darkness. It's not just the sun that vanishes, it's all reflected sunlight too. Earth turns from a glowing marble into a cold shadow. Everything goes pitch black and then, bam, it's back. But maybe the weirdest effect is psychological. When the light finally disappears after 8 minutes, humans on the day side of Earth would experience something deeply unsettling. Sunlight that was technically a lie. For those 8 minutes, we basked in light from a sun that didn't exist. Philosophers would have a field day. What is light, if not a ghost from a star that ceased to be? You can practically hear the TED Talk already. Then, the biggest question, could we even detect it? You'd think science would notice something that big. And we would, but only if we were paying attention. With precise instruments, astronomers could track the sudden gravitational lurch. Solar observatories would notice a perfect blackout in solar activity, but for most people, it would feel like a 1-second jump scare from the cosmos, and then it'd be over, unless we decided to do it again. Because let's be honest, if we could control the sun like a light switch, someone would, probably for a prank, or as an accidental side effect of some quantum experiment run by a bored intern at CERN. In the end, the sun disappearing for 1 second wouldn't destroy us, but it would nudge our orbit, confuse scientists, terrify civilians, and introduce a whole new category of conspiracy theories. The sun glitched, wake up sheeple, and worst of all, it would mess with the tides, and surfers would never forgive us. So let's agree on one thing. Maybe don't unplug the sun, even for a second, unless you really, really hate satellites.